Heroes webinar. I think this is the first Heroes webinar of the year 2025. And of course, I remain Comfort all the way from the United Kingdom. Thank you once again for joining. So it's just going to be business as usual, and even with more force, more power, positive energy. So today we are going to be looking at a very interesting topic. And like I said earlier on, we'll do things differently. I'll concentrate a bit more on a particular set of people: Marty, Mike Ellis, Bob, Sister Jean, Andy Birds. And then after that, I'll just give room. Maybe if somebody is moved to share something, I just want us to get as much as we can from our great leaders in the house to start off the year on a very powerful and positive note. So the topic says, manage yourself, be content and tranquil. So Mike Ellis, for some reason your name is always coming the first because you're good at dropping nuggets, and of course the rest of us will be feasting on it. Welcome, bro.
Yeah, thanks, Comfort. And I'll get the ball rolling. I won't take long, but it's a good topic, contentment and tranquility. I would phrase it a little differently. Tranquility, contentment, and tranquility. I think you want to be at peace, but I don't think you ever want to be content, okay? And the reason I say that, if you listen to Mr. Mufara as he talks, he's always talking about getting to one high and then creating another one. He is never content. And the reason I say be at peace but not content is because there's always more inside of you. You will always be better than you think you are. And if you keep that in the back of your mind and you're not content with where you are, you'll always have that next high. And because of what Mr. Mufara is doing, you're going to be able to reach that high. Really, really some cool stuff. Contentment, tranquility, it's good stuff, but I'd rather be at peace. Don't be content and get to that next level. I'll just say a couple things to get the ball rolling, guys, and then I'll put it back in your hands, and it'll be very, very quick today. I came across a couple of numbers the other day, and it's the amount of commerce, and that's what we do. We are in a business that will do commerce around the world. We will buy and sell. That's what we do. And they talked about the commerce around the world, and they said $1.8 trillion worth of commerce annually. Now, I think that number is low, but I'll stick with the 1.8. And then they had a really, really remarkable figure down below it. And the figure was that 20% of all of that commerce we do worldwide, 20% of it, which is $360 billion, get this, is paperwork. Can you believe that? I mean, that's unbelievable. You have to do all this business and 20% of it goes toward paperwork. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's a waste of money. It's just a waste of everything. What do we do with Mr. Mufara? We're in commerce, but really what we do is the digital transformation. And with digital transformation, when everything becomes automatic in the space that you're using, all of a sudden that 20% that's used for paperwork, you just get rid of it. Maybe it's reduced by 17%. Maybe there's only 3% with paperwork. This is just one example of what Mr. Mufara is doing as he starts to unroll phase 2. It's really, really a cool thing. There are so many things to say, but hopefully this will get the ball rolling with what Mr. Mufara is doing, what he's bringing to the table, what he's putting in front of us. And that little light you see in the distance, that little light you see, it's not a little light. It's a bullet train coming at you, full speed. And that bullet train wants to take you where you want to go. And it's going to be here very, very soon. And if you're, I'll say this and then I'll be done, Comfort. If you're on a cliff and you fell over and you're hanging on by your fingertips, hang on a little longer. If you're in quicksand right now and the only thing you can see is your nose, just hang on just a little longer. If you're treading water right now, like I know a lot of people are, don't give up. Tread that water just a little bit longer. Remember, that light, it's coming at you really, really quick. And then when it hits you, there's just going to be a wave of relief. I mean, total relief. You're not even going to know what happened. You're just going to feel good. And then when you start to understand it's not going away, that relief is here. It's here to stay. All of a sudden, you're going to be on that train. You're going to kind of see where you're going. Now you get really excited about how your life is going to change. And now everything Mr. Mufar is doing right now is geared toward you. Really, you. So I'll leave it there, Comfort. Hopefully that gets the ball rolling. A lot of people here have a lot to say, and I can't wait to listen to them. Go ahead, Comfort.
Definitely. Thank you, Mike. That was a powerful opening and really appreciate that. So I don't need to go back to what Mike has said because everybody has heard him, but then I picked this contentment versus peace. I never thought like that. But then when you said this, I was like, all right, I think when you're being content is like just being comfortable in your comfort zone. So we need to not be there. Thank you, Mike, for that powerful start. And I'll take it over to Mr. Burks. Andy.
Thank you, Comfort. Hi, guys, and Happy New Year to everybody. As you say, first heroes of the new year. Yeah. So I'm going to look at this. To be fair, Mike's given us a great start, and I'm going to look at it from a very similar point of view. As he says, the train's on its way, and it's a bullet train, and it's coming at us quick. We've been lucky enough to see a glimpse into what is expected. But more importantly, this time is ideal to be able to properly plan your business. So what's my favorite phrase, Comfort?
Proper planning prevents poor performance.
There you go. So the fact is that we're going to get business coming in from the company. There's no doubt about that, and we're going to get the opportunity to be able to look for and utilize specific targeted traffic, which is totally different to what most people associate with getting new customers coming in, because they use things like pay-per-click and all of this. So we're going to get this opportunity, but we also have many other opportunities. Now, I particularly like one of Marty's ideas some while ago of collecting the email addresses from all the spam emails that you get. They've sent you an email. Why can't you send it back? Perfect. By the way, have a look at this. When the time comes, if you've collected a couple of thousand of these spam emails, believe me, I've got a lot more than that. But even if you get 1%, that's another 20 customers. And we've already said that if you've got 100 customers paying $100 a month for a product, you're going to get $2,500 a month coming in. So that extra 20 customers that you're going to get just by sending spam emails back to the spam that you got in the first place may take you a little while, but hey, that's 20 customers. I'm very happy with that. And that's 1%. Who knows? You could get more than that, but that's just one idea. Now, the other thing is most of us, I know Mike doesn't do this, and I don't want to do this either, but Facebook is one of the things, or one of the places that we all have connections. Family, friends, and what have you, they share photos. No, I don't like it particularly, but at the end of the day, what I've done is expanded the network by introducing myself to many other people. And there is a limit. You can max out at 5,000 people, and then people then follow you after that. So, but that's 5,000 more people that I could actually send a personal message to when we're ready. By the way, here you go. Here's an opportunity that you may or may not be interested in. Have a look at this. There are different ways to be able to contact these people, but again, as you know, I'm one for lists, so I put lists of people together. And judging by their current situation, depends on where I would aim it. Simple stuff. And it's not, and I stress this is not sales. I'm not talking about sales. I'm talking about simply introducing something, I beg your pardon, that would benefit or likely benefit their current situation. So it's not a sales, it's not a sales technique. But all of these little ideas give you an opportunity to properly plan prior to the event. And as we know, the train is on its way. So get planning, guys, and make the most of it. Think of different ideas and share them with us. If you've got an idea that you can get a load of people to be able to talk to when we're in a position to do so, then share it with others so that we all can do the same thing. Thank you, Comfort. Back to you.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Andy. Yeah, so Mike, if you know Andy, he shares this a lot, and I have listened to it until I am beginning to learn how to do that. However, some people, when people, especially those who are not current with where we are and what we are doing, they feel like maybe you have to do that. So I would like you later on again to comment, to add to what Andy has said from your own perspective, just to shed more light so that people who don't get Andy right, they get a bit more again from you, because it's just a very simple thing to do, but we people don't get it. They feel that you have to do it. So, but I'll get Marty to speak first, but anytime Andy, Marty, Mike, you want to add something, you can always come back. Marty, you're welcome.
Yeah, let me, hey, Claire, mute yourself.
Thank you.
I don't know if she heard me or not.
We'll try to look for
There you
Claire.
go.
All right, thank you. Marty, can you hear me? Yes.
Oh, yeah. I thought Mike was going to talk. I didn't know he was helping me. Anyway, yeah, you know, hold on. Hey. You got to be quiet.
They can never be quiet, Marty. There's no way.
No.
Just quiet.
Anyway, no, I mean, we don't know what's coming, but you know, there's not a lot of businesses that start with 1 million customers on day one. And in fact, I can think of like 5 in the whole history of the world here. And even if you go to someone else for right now, I can't stop him.
Well, I'm going through the same thing here, so there's no magic you stop him now. All right, guys, for those who are watching us on YouTube, we have families. This is a family business. Sometimes we have little children to take care of. Bear with us. Marty is taking care of little ones and he's coming back. Welcome back.
Okay. All right. I'm back. And now Siri's coming on for some reason. Anyway, no, I mean, we don't know exactly what's coming, but I do know this. It'll be bigger than anything any of us have ever experienced. And everything about what we see coming is, if you went to every person, entrepreneur on the planet, they would give you a list of things that are very important to be an entrepreneur. One is, can you get traffic? Check. Do you have many streams of income? Check. I believe we'll have many streams of income, but not just streams of income. Most of those streams of income will be billion-dollar industry on its own. So we will have product that are actually a company within themselves. So under one umbrella, we could have, in a year's time, 12 companies. And the beauty of that is they're all hooked to us and we're able to be part of that distribution. Now, I know that people are watching us a lot of times lately. I've been talking to people that are not in this company yet. And that's because I know what they're going through if they're online trying to make money. I know what they're going through if they don't have enough money. I've experienced both. I'm an expert at both. But if you're looking and you're trying to find something, I know what doesn't work. What doesn't work is, hey, get in, pay one time, you'll make $900,000 in 6 months. Lie. Can't make it any easier than that. It's a lie. Or come in, we're going to help you out, copy what I do. Impossible. It's never happened. It won't happen. It's a lie. Or you'll hear, come in, ask your friends and family, or get 50 no's, and you'll get 3, which they'll get 3, and they do it. That's no. Here's what's the beauty of this company. Here's what's coming. And we have proof of some of this. One is you have to know who's running the company. Check. We all know. Is it somebody that's weak? Absolutely not. We know that. That's not we don't have to question that. How do we know? He had the worst year of his life in business last year. I'm pretty sure. It ranks right up there with, it doesn't get any worse. Where's he at? He's here. In fact, as we speak, every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every month, somebody's working for us somewhere. And it could be you too, whoever's watching this. It's not limited. I've never been in a business in 20 years that the opportunity is you get a fair shake, and there's a real good possibility if you really put time into it, you're going to make money. That's not out there. Now, I know you're told that and all that, but go look at statistics. One thing that I know Andy can tell you, and Mike and a lot of people here, numbers don't lie. And the numbers in the industry, about 98, 99%, don't make any money. Then you're going to hear, we'll just duplicate what the big guys are doing. How many Tony Robbinsons do you know? There's one. Why? Because he's the only one that can do what he's doing. Everybody finds a way and they do it, and there's strategy and there's ways to do stuff. And the hardest thing, and I mean this is why you get mad at your friends, you get mad at your family, because all of us have that one guy in their family, like me, who are going, hey, I got a really good idea. You got to come check it out. And you drive your friends and family crazy. You mean it with your heart. You really want to help them. And you believe, as much as you can, that whatever you're in is that job. That's the one. That's the one that's going to take us where we want to go. That's a lie. Until I found this business. And then here's the difference. Yeah, you could buy paid per click. I've done it. You can sign for solo ads. I've spent thousands. You could go into Safe List. I've owned 3. You could get into a traffic exchange. I've owned 4 of those. None of them worked. Now, did I get to the point where I could build with Mike and Dan? Yes. Did we build teams 10,000, 5,000, 4,000, 20,000? Yes. Did we win? No. Now, you can, if you get to the level you can drive traffic, but you're not bringing anybody with you. As time goes on, there'll be a couple, 1 or 2%, if you go long enough, that will make some money. But it may not be somebody you know. It may not be, and I'm counting all the people you brought in. There's a good chance Uncle Bob, Uncle Fred, and Uncle Larry, not you, Bob, don't make a dime. So to them, you ripped them off, not the company. You're the one that told me to come in here, Marty. You did it. And I know people go through that. Because actually, when I got in this company, I didn't invite anybody in my family. I want to work it. I want to see it and understand what it is. And then they're coming anyway. Now, I mean, you guys know what I mean. When you're successful, they're coming. I don't have to ask my relatives. That's just crazy waste of time. So what I want to tell people is when you do that and you have an auto ship, so every month, here you are. And I'm saying stuff because I know people out there that are listening going, I know what he's talking about. You know, in 30 days, you got an auto ship. So you're racing to break even. Now, I don't know about anybody here. That's not a business concept. That's saving your life concept. That's keeping from drowning. Who wants to be in a business that you are trying to tread water so you can make enough so you can tread more water? It's absolutely ridiculous. So then you say, okay, I want to be able to tread water faster. So you get the experience to become a water pump. Now the water's going down. You say, oh, I know I'm special. Then again, everybody around you doesn't know how to do that. So they're drowning. Once you get one, he makes a little, but it's just ridiculous. It's really sad when companies are designed that 1 or 2% or 3%, if you're lucky, bring in the revenue for the whole company. And on top of that, if you're one of the 1 or 2% like Ash Mufareh, the company's got nerve enough to tell Mr. Mufareh, you're only allowed to make this much. And every day that Ash Mufareh is in the business after he reaches that level, all that extra money goes to the company. How is that right? It's not right. It'll never be right. I was never against the MLM concept, but I was very naive. I just figured everybody would be fair. Everybody would get the same game, same pitch. It wouldn't be a fastball. It'd be a slow ball, big bat. Everybody's hitting a home run. It's not the way it is. And on top of that, and I hate being bad news because I'm not talking bad news. I'm talking you have a big chance to change all of that. The worst than that is you're working on something, you start to brand it, you're bringing people in, a couple people making a few dollars. You're really happy if 3 or 4 people break even, which is ridiculous. But when the poll's so low, you're happy to get anything. And about 90 days later, the company that you branded for 3 months disappears. And by the way, I never knew the CEO. I can't even complain. I just go to Mike and Dan and go, damn. But the people that do know, who do they think runs the company? My big ass. And all I am is an affiliate. I don't know. I don't know what happened either. Yeah, but you told us, right? Because I got a big mouth. Yeah, but I thought the same thing you did. Who wants that? Now, after all that chaos and sadness, there's a company, we're in it, that does all that nasty heavy lifting, all the pressure, all the stuff to get scalability, have the resources, have the foundation that you can come in and they give you a digital toolbox, okay? And you can pull out a drawer of anything you need to build your business. You can go in and say, I want targeted traffic, AI targeted traffic, and there's gentlemen here that know what that is. I know what it is from researching, but that means people that are looking for what you have are coming to see it, not throw something on the wall to see if it sticks. See, in pay-per-click, if a 12-year-old kid comes in and sees something on there that he likes just for fun and clicks it, you pay for it. I would much rather have somebody come look at something that I have to sell. And you see that online now, by the way. Go look up a lawnmower on Google, go to Facebook, and a lawnmower will be chasing you for the next 3 days in ads. And you go, I wonder how they know. Let's not be dumb. That's how they pay for each other. Data is your name and your email. That's data. Data is money. Facebook doesn't sell anything. How are they making so much money? Data. They have the names. They have the stuff. Where do advertisers go? Where the people are. Where are the people at? They're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. But you could build a business 100% legit, no hidden bull crap. You have products that are in high demand. They'll be above market value. And now you're starting to say, whoa, this is pretty cool. And by the way, when you order targeted traffic, it comes to you and you got a higher % chance that the person coming to you is looking for that and they buy and you get a commission. and there's no limit on how much you can make. Is it get rich quick? No, if I told you that, I'd shut off this webinar right now. But is there a limit? No. And can you do it no matter where you're from Africa to Bangladesh to Vietnam? Can you do it? Is it possible that you can do it? Yes. You already won. And I don't care who you compare us to, go do it. Waste your time. I did. Waste thousands of dollars. Go do it. But this is somewhere, if somebody's giving you a good deal, they don't have to sell that hard. Everybody wants a good deal. Everybody. We're all consumers. I just happen to be a consumer that loves building business online. I've been looking for this company for 20 years, 25 years. I didn't know I was until I found it. But if you're out there and you're saying, I'm sick and tired of, I just can't get ahead. You can make 5% more than you are now. You can make 10, you can make 20, you can match your salary, you can go above your salary. And if somebody tells you can do that in 2 weeks, they're a liar. The point I want to make is you can do it. It's possible. If you can get that, go do it. If I want to save you a lot of time, come here and check it out. And if you don't like it, leave. You're not going to find anybody here trying to talk you into it. You don't have to talk somebody into a good thing. You don't. There's no red tape. There's no quota. You come in, you don't want to buy, don't. But if you buy it, you own it, you can distribute it, and you can make a really good commission. And I want to go last in ending. The CEO of this company from the very conception of the company his thought was, and he's a giving person, how much impact can I make in the world myself, no matter how much money he has? There's a limit. He's one guy. It's 24 hours a day. What did he think? If I build a system that made me successful online and I scale it in a way that it builds, it has motion of itself. In other words, it gets bigger, getting bigger. And if I pay the people and take care of the people, they'll stay and they'll come. You build it right, they will come, just like the movie. So as these people come in and you feel good, people treat you good, and that's one of the big deals in this company. I have friends and family that I could visit anywhere in the world, and I have a place to stay. There's people that I did not know 5 years ago. I'd give them the key to my home, as long as they babysit my grandchildren. No, but anyway, I would. And everybody feels that way. So if you're lonely and you feel like you don't matter and you'd like to make more money and you want unlimited potential, look no further. That's all I have.
All right. Thank you, Marty. Thanks. If that's all you had, then it was really little. Thank you so much. So, guys, I don't know about you, but it gets more interesting and I'll get a bit of more insight into what we are into when I listen to experience from in those days to what we are into now, like what Marty just shared. So it gets really, really interesting. And so, Mike, when Marty says he's been looking for this opportunity for 20 years, I think you have been doing that together because you have always been together. So is there anything you want to add or contribute to what Marty has said? And before I move over to see if Jean has something new or she wants to continue from...
Yeah, just real quickly, Comfort. I won't take long. Marty talks about the journey to get to where we are now with Mr. Mufareh. People have to understand, Marty and I, the first 15 years, Marty just told the story of that first 15 years. So we've been through all the things people are going through online to try and develop a business online, try and develop an income online. And it's a bear, guys. It's a bear. And when you think about 15 years, most people don't have the inclination. They don't want to do that. They don't want to develop those skill sets that we've developed over 15 years. And that's what we have in hand today. You don't have to take the 15 years Marty and I took to be where we are today. You don't have to do that. And Marty said this very, very plainly. Mr. Bafara set up a system that you can come in, participate in, and he is going to force you to be successful. Marty said there's a good chance you'll be successful. You will be successful because of the system Mr. Bafara has set up. And obviously you're going to hear more about that as you come in and listen to different people. It's extensive, it's massive, but he's made it very, very simple for you and I. So 15 years, believe me, it's a long time, guys. It's a really long time. And if you can come in and cut those 15 years out from underneath you, get in a position where you can start making money now. That's what you want to do, because of all the things, all the products, all the tools he's put together for you to have that automated marketing platform run by AI hooked up to traffic. That's it, Comfort. Easy stuff. Easy, easy, easy.
Thanks, Mike. That's very, very reassuring. So let me hear from my sister Jean. Welcome, sis.
Thank you, Comfort. Thank you, Mike, Marty, Andy, for your great comments on the business and what its potentials are, which is pretty amazing. I actually took this topic from a completely different perspective, more energetic. So you got managing yourself, being content and tranquil. I agree with Mike that content is maybe a different kind of word. I would be more of accepting what is and looking to getting better and better, from that state of acceptance or whatever. But I'll concentrate on a different aspect, which is Ash posted in the OES a really beautiful message, his last one. And there were 4 words that popped out to me as key to today's topic. And that was happy, secure, peaceful, and confident. And these were the types of people that lift others and spread a sense of calm. And why is that important? So it's because a sense of calm and tranquility and in being okay with what is and always bringing a positive, calm energy, it directly affects the energy of that we project out into the world, and affects other people and our vibration, our attitude, our words, our facial expressions, our body language. They all affect everyone around us. And if we're mindful about this and we manage our energy and emotions, we can have a really tangible effect on the reality around us. So if we think before we speak, if we are aware of what we present out into the world, like when we're coming on a panel here, and the energy that we project, that awareness is going to help us affect others in a positive way. So it's not always easy to say smile when you've had a hard day, and it's not about denying your true emotions, but about being strong through those emotions and choosing to present something strong, your strongest self in that moment, that self that really wants to bring positivity to the world. And sometimes we have to really dig deep for that. But it's there. And I always think of, like, Julie Pierre is a perfect example of someone who is shouldering a lot. She's got stuff hitting her right and left, but she's choosing to be here, number one, presenting a beautiful, strong presence. And that takes inner strength. And I think Ash is really working hard to cultivate that type of person to be the stewards of goodness in the world. I think he is literally, every time he comes on to those the OES updates, or when he comes onto a meeting, he is literally a living example of someone who is calm, serene, centered, present. He's aware. He understands the power of this. And so when we're feeling less than calm, less than content, less than tranquil, we just have to learn to graciously allow what's happening in our lives, and then let it pass through us, and then ever center back to that place of strength and calm, because it's powerful. It's a powerful tool, and it yields results. If you're like flying all over the place and scattered and say, like some people recently, getting anxious and concerned about, I heard this, I saw, I saw that, what does that mean? And if we can just cool our jets, calm ourselves, keep ourselves focused, the energy, that the way that that affects us and the way that it affects everyone around us does have a real and lasting effect on the people that we're with and the business that we're creating. So I had some real examples of this in my life, recently and in the past. And I was able to really see the power of this, where just say there was an argument or something crazy happening around me, and I chose to remain calm and I didn't engage. And now in the past, I might have reacted. I might have said, no, but this, or no, but that, there's that reactive response. But I chose, because I had learned that it's better to be calm. And I saw, initially you have the people in your world, and I'll keep it really practical. You'll have, if something's going on and people are getting really upset about something, but you're not engaging, you're not joining their upset, you're not joining their anxiety. They say, you don't care. You don't understand. Why aren't you doing something? They'll do this kind of thing. But if you have the presence of mind and the strength to just stand in it, not judge it, not try to change it, just let people spew whatever energy they're doing, but you stay calm. I have seen so many times where it just diffused. It just changed. I've had people being in arguments, and the next time I saw them, they're happily chatting. It is really a real tool. And so I think Ash knows this, and he's trying to teach us these things every step of the way. He's the greatest mentor, the greatest example for us. And if we can take, have you ever seen him? It's very, very rare for him to get all riled up in a meeting. He understands the power of calm. And so when I looked at this topic, that managing yourself, controlling yourself, be aware of the energy that you bring, and then choose to be positive. And sometimes it's hard, but when we do it, it really, really, it just has such a great and positive effect. And so that's what I wanted to add today. I know it's totally different perspective on the topic, but it all comes together. We're building a business, we're building something, and we're building something positive, and we want to lift others, and we want this to have an effect out in the greater, the greater world. And when I think of, when Ash says the world's going to know your name, normally that terrifies me because I don't care that the world knows my name. Happy to stay in the background, right? But if that's something that's going to happen, it's going to happen, right? But I want to be able to be a steward of the massive blessing that's coming our way and not be an idiot about it. I want to be a great steward. So I think that's all I have for today. Thank you, Comfort.
Wow.
Thank you,
Oh
Bob.
my God. Thank you. That was powerful and very, very, very inspirational. Thank you, Jean. So when you were talking, I was just thinking that, one thing that Mr. Mufare has done to us is not just offering us this golden opportunity, but then the person in him and maybe his leadership style is something that many, many people are tapping into, and it's really going a long way. So we've got everything we need in this community. Guys, if you're watching us on the YouTube channels and you are new to this, don't go, listen and ask questions. So before I move on to Bob, who was the author of today's topic, I just want to check with Marty, Mike, and Andy if you have something to contribute. Or all right, okay, fine. So Uncle Bob, welcome.
All right. Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Greetings. This is your brother Bob from Bel Air. It's good to be here. Happy New Year to all our heroes family. This is our first webinar of the year. Thank you, Brother Madi, Mike, Andy, and of course, Jean. Jean, you and I are right here. That is exactly my mindset when I was thinking, and then with the sisters of my brothers of crafting this topic. So managing ourselves. So right now, we can actually really hear that rumble, right? The rumble is here. The rumble is getting louder and louder, and we can feel the avalanche cracking, right? So lots of things are about to happen, to change. Things are going to happen fast. Our founder, Mr. Ash, has said that on numerous occasions. And I believe it's about that time where he says things are really going to happen really, really, really fast. So managing yourself now is really paramount. It's critical. You know, that's how I read the message in the back office. It's really paramount. You know, that's why he says something like, do not waste your time with explaining stuff to people who have a different opinion, different mindset. Why are you wasting your time? You don't manage if you are inappropriately managing your time, you give room for those negative energies to inject that negativity in you. No, this is not time for that. We have our founder, we have the person that we are looking at, we have our focus on, and then something is distracting you out here, then you are not, that's ineffective time management, you know. So we want to set our goals, like brother Andy said, proper planning, PPPPP, you know,
Proper prior planning prevents poor
you
performance.
know. So this is the time that you take that space now, and then you figure out exactly what you're going to do, when to do it, and when the time comes. You stay healthy. You want to, like my brother Oliver and I, we have gone back to the gym, you know. Prepare yourself, manage your time well, live a healthy lifestyle, you know, interact with the people, with those that share common views with you. Engage with people who uplift you. Engage with people who give you the positive, constructive feedbacks that you need. You know, Jean talked about those four adjectives: happy, secure, peaceful,
Peaceful
confident.
and confidence, yeah.
Yes. So when you're happy, you're secure, you're peaceful, you're confident, and this is how I saw it, then you are in a state of contentment. Happy people don't tear down each other or tear down others. You know, when you're happy, you have that internal peace, internal happiness within you. You are contented with where you are. Why should you worry about other people? You know, why? When you are secure, when you're personally secured, you celebrate others' success. Somebody else's success does not hinder your own success. Somebody else's achievement does not impact your achievement. So celebrate each other. So that's what I think that's what our founder is trying to echo here. You know, when you're in that state of contentment, when you are happy within, in that state of content, then anybody else's success should not bother you. In effect, that's what I think. Peaceful people spread calm, not chaos. Okay? That's where we talk of the tranquility. When you are peaceful, you don't want chaos. You want tranquility, because we're not in that state where we need tranquility as we await something that is better, that is coming. Everything that we've been waiting for, everything that we've been hoping for, everything that we've been yearning for is about to happen. So we are in that peaceful state of contentment, you know. And then you are confident. When you are confident people, you uplift each other. You don't criticize. Yes, criticism is good. Constructive criticism, a criticism that uplifts you, that helps you to uplift your being. Negative criticism, the ones that would spew vicious, repugnant conjectures just to impugn a credibility of something they have no idea about. We reject that. You know, we reject that completely. But we accept the positive criticism. We are in a state now where anything can happen at any time, and our interactions amongst ourselves too matter. You know, the people that you deal with matter. Have your back. Are we all on the same page? Are you managing yourself properly? You know, that's just how I saw what our founder, Mr. Ash, was, I think, trying to convey to us. So we should be, we should be contented. We should be contented and just relax. because something big is about to happen. We can feel it now. We can really feel it. We can feel it, guys. So we should just all be happy for each other, uplift each other, promote each other, support each other as best as we can. Pray for our founder, Mr. Ash. Pray for our team, and just wait patiently, calm, tranquility, calm. As I say, back to you, Sister Comfort.
What a powerful opening of the year. I think 2025 is more promising from the way everybody's coming up with fire. So let's see how it goes. And if you have already spoken and somebody said something that triggers another thing, you are free to just pop in and say it again. I'm happy to let you do that. Meanwhile, I was just smiling when I read David's comment. And David, you'll be coming up so that you say a bit more. Unfortunately, if you are here and you are in Mr. Mufara's family, there's no way for you to be a hermit anymore. Somehow, people shall know your name. So Collins Mana, welcome to this webinar, and let's hear your take, please.
Thank you, sis. I just want to greet everyone. Happy New Year to everyone. All the great people you've already spoken. Bob touched a lot of things. Madi Digamo, Mike Ellis, everyone, it's just like things that most of the things were just in my head, and you guys have touched most of them. But when I look at the topic, when Bob crafted this topic, we look at it, we say, wow, this is really great. Where we're thinking about managing ourselves and then, be content and tranquil. How do you manage yourself? The first thing I look at it, I said, all right, Ash is building a business for everyone to be successful. He's building his dream so we can fulfill our dream. The only thing we need to do is to manage ourselves. Because let's remember, he is not only building it for the affiliate or the founding member, it's for the world, the entire globe. Those who choose to come in, for big organizations, small organizations, because we already know it's a AI software development company. So they will develop software until Daiki don't come. We know companies that has been there for almost 190 years. They are still developing. We can name a lot and lot. So OnPassive would not be different. But we know that what is happening on OnPassive, Mr. Ashmufara is building something with heart. It's a company with heart. So when we look at this topic, I was thinking about myself. I said, all right, how do I manage myself? Maybe if I share my own little idea, it will help others. What I need to do is to prioritize myself. Like Bob said, I will not waste my time with people, those who really think otherwise. I don't, even now, started 2025, from middle of 2024, I say, why should I waste my time? Most of us has been here from zero, the newest, like Bob knows his name. Maybe the person is already, the last founding member is almost 2 to 3 years, maybe 2 years. If you are here 2 years from now, more than 2 years, and you've not still understand where you are, then I can't waste my time. There's no way I can help you, because most meeting has been going on, webinars upon webinars. So now I'm prioritizing myself for myself, and my priority now is how I will build my business. What I need to know, my priority now is to understand this business by going to every webinar, listen to people that matters, so I can build a great business when they kick it off. When we start, I just want to hit the ground running. So I can't waste my time again doing things that are draining my energy. The next thing is to prioritize. I need to be disciplined, set my boundaries. You set your boundaries with time. My boundaries I always look at the boundaries to be things that I will not do to hurt the company. Most of the time we do things hurting the company. Every time we do little mistakes, it takes us 1 or 2 steps backward. This business is too big for Mr. Ash Mufara. So we need to set the boundaries by helping the company to strive. Don't be negative, like Bob said, be positive. That's the only way you can do. See things in a positive way. Know that things will happen, but how do you embrace it rather than going crying, doing things that are not right, putting posts that is not right. You are not hurting Mr. Ash. you are hurting the company and you are wasting your own time because you are delaying not your own time, but others. So you have to be mindful, set a boundaries. The boundary is about managing your time well. And then let us remember that we have to embrace change. Mr. Ash said change can come. Company always go through 100% transformation. Things happen. Even when company use software, sometimes there is minor pop-up. Even we are buying phone every day, pop-up. You see things, new things coming. We celebrate. These are all changes to enhance the business, to help us as well. So change will come, but we must embrace it in a positive way. And then, like Bob said, we have to be content, because that is where the tranquil will come. When you are content, that's you are grateful for what you are seeing. Just be grateful that you are in a business like this, because too many people will look at this opportunity. They will look at it maybe in 3 or 4 or 5 years to come, and they say, you were the lucky ones. How did you get this information? We didn't know that things like this was happening behind the scene. So we are privileged to be part of this journey, to be part of this business. The only thing we need to do is to be content with it. Be grateful every day. Pray for Mr. Ash Mofara and his family. Every time when I wake up, I said, God, he is the head. He knows everything. Like we always talk with my brothers here. We said everything is in Mr. Ash Mofara's head. You can take the whole architecture, you can take the whole business, you can take the whole, hardware, but you cannot take what is in his head, because he can still go back and still build the same business again, because everything is there. He plans it, he designs it, he makes changes. That's how those who are great inventors, they do. Everything is in their head. They have the whole plan that will even sustain to 40 years, 50 years to come. If God give him the grace to live, he will still invent and invent and invent. So these are the people we need to look up to. And the only thing we can do is to pray for them so that they can have that longevity, no sickness, so they can continue to invent and develop for our own benefit. So Comfort, I will leave it there for now.
Right. Thank you. Thanks very much. No need to comment because I need to give room for people to talk. And I'd like to hear from my brother David before I go over to Brother Oliver. David, welcome. Hey, David, can you hear me? All right. He seems not to be ready yet. So, Brother Oliver, you've been listening to us and you've heard the topic. So what's your take here?
Yeah, hi everybody. Happy Sunday. And sorry I'm late. Yeah, the topic is to manage yourself. Managing yourself, comes with time management. You have to know how to manage your time. We've come to that point that our CEO came out on the 24th and set the tone for this year. As he set the tone for this year, how are you going to manage your time? Because to be content, you have to. And it also comes with self-confidence and self-discipline. Because if you don't discipline yourself and to manage your time well, then you will not be able to know how to manage your business that is coming. Because we might think that this business is going to be like, oh no, it's easy. Yeah, Mr. Ash has done 98%. We have just 2% or 1%. Oh no, you have a lot to do for that 2%. And this is the time that he came and set the tone for this 2025, that you go now to yourself, like my brother here, they've all said it. I want to thank all of them for all what they said. They took everything away from my mouth. When you manage yourself, you understand your business. You know that the marketplace is here. You know that every day, 3 times a day, I have to go to the marketplace and check if there's a new product. Those are the things you have to understand. You know that, okay, Madi always talk about there's a toolbox for traffic. Where is that toolbox? Where am I going to get it? Go to your OES. We know, Ash told us, our CEO told us that whatever thing we'll be thinking before, forget about it. New things, what is coming now is new. The technology, the structure is different. We don't know what is coming, but at least we can, from what we saw on what we are seeing on our OES, you can imagine what is coming. you can think that, okay, as what is coming now, it might be the same. And if it's the same, there's going to be a marketplace. That's for sure. How am I going to go about, how am I going to navigate around it? The wallet, how am I going to navigate about it? My profile, how, you know, if there's anything wrong with my profile, let me go to my profile. We always have a manual. Are we still going to have that manual? Stop asking why. Ask positive why. And ask, what can I do to help? Because when you keep asking negative why, you are tying yourself in the box. Negativity poison your mind, intoxicates you. But if you ask positive why, and you ask yourself, what can I do? Contact anybody, come to webinar and say, look, this is the way I was looking at things. Am I right? Call any of us, but with a positive mindset. Because when you come to me or you come to any of our brothers here, you want to be negative, I bet you will not listen to you. That time is gone. Same thing our CEO said. That time, we don't have that time anymore. Be consistent. I know we don't have time, but if you can sacrifice 1 hour every day to know your business, to know this business that is yours, that is going to give you that financial freedom and time freedom, then you are on the right path. And any why you ask, you can fish the answer by yourself. Because at this point, we are all waiting to see what is coming. So please stop asking negative why. Ask positive why. If somebody criticizes you, criticism is a catalyst for development. Take that criticism and turn it to be positive and adjust and make yourself, put yourself on the right path. Because this, our business, is what has never happened on this planet Earth. What is coming has never, we will not see it. We've never seen it. This is a movement and it's an ideology. And it's from the heart. We all, Mr. Ash saw all of us, though all of us that we are here, the 1 million something that we are all in this business, God has chosen us to put us in this place. But God knows that you are going to impact after filling your tank. I know when the time will come, that all of us are saying here, everybody that was asking why, they will come back. Not only them, you also have some other family, friends, and members that are going to call you. Your lifestyle have changed. What happened? Now you say, okay, and you can bring that person in. You might not bring only one. You might bring more than 10 of them will come and ask you that question. I'm seeing now you are not driving a Toyota, you are now on a Lexus or a Mercedes. What happened? I've seen now you've moved from this neighborhood to this neighborhood. You were paying $1,000 for your mortgage. Now you are paying $5,000 for a mortgage. What happened? Because those things will happen. It's a gradual thing that is going to happen. Because the business is not a growing fast business. It's a process growing business that is coming gradually. And you're filling your tank also will be also a gradual thing. And there will be a lot of questions as your lifestyle keep changing. That is how you're going. People will be asking you that question. What happened? What happened? Now you'll be able to bring them in. And when you bring them in, what have you done? You've impacted their life also has changed. The only business, like Warren Buffett said, if you cannot sleep and make money, then you work till you die. This is the business. This is the business. So please, we should be consistent. We should be self-disciplined. And we should be positive in life. Don't lock yourself in the 12 quadrat space. Think global. This is a global business. Thank you, Sister Comfort.
Fire, 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 fire in the house. I love 2025. Thank you. Thanks so much, Brother Oliver. So I just want to go back to something you said earlier on, Marty, for the sake of people who are coming now, because they're watching us in over 20 YouTube channels. So earlier on, Marty, you said that you were never against the MLM concept, but you were just naive. So if I were to ask you to maybe rephrase this statement to go along with what Mr. Mufara is saying, how else would you put it? or what makes a difference? Because you've come a long way and you're very happy where we are now.
Well, what I can say is if you've been online, you just joined us now. Thousands of people a day come online to better their life. They want to make money. Everybody wants to take care of their family, their friends, relatives. It's human instinct. They want to do that around the world. And I did that journey. 20 years ago, I went online. I said, I'm going to make money. Get me a business that's willing to pay me. I'll learn what to do and I'll make money. I was naive. I thought that was the case. And a lot of you have started that journey now, where you're going to go through the same walk I did. All I want to tell you is it's not necessary to go through that crap to get where you want to get. What would be the easiest thing is listen to somebody that took that trip. And by the way, I took that trip and I could build teams. Because as soon as you realize what you don't know, you should know, you're going to find out there's more you don't know that you should know. And then you're going to get to the point that you do know, and it makes you sad because you realize it's a rigged game. And it takes a while to get to that. So save yourself time because that's the most valuable thing on the planet. And I want to tell everybody else that's in this company, how you're living and where you're at now is temporary. But we talk about mindset, and I want to tell you, and I've done this in my life, walk who you want to be. Talk who you want to be. Think of who you want to be. Start living who you want to be. Because the vehicle that this company is making has no rear view mirror. And it will take you to where you can believe you can be. That's all I have.
Thank you. Thanks so much. So, Mike, sometimes I tilt my attention towards people who are not yet in the business. So, Oliver just quoted Warren Buffett, who says that if you cannot find a way to make money while you live, you will work until you die. But I'm always worried. He knew about this and he was successful, but I'm not sure he gave it to people. I would not have been here now. So would you say that what Mr. Mufara is doing is something that will enable somebody to make money while they sleep? Let's talk money. It's 2025.
Yeah, no, thanks, Comfort. Hopefully, I'm kind of going in and out. If I get out, let me know, Comfort, with the internet connection. Oliver had a lot to say. I mean, just a ton to say, and it's all good. People that are looking at this business right now, and both Oliver and Marty said this. We don't know what's coming in the future. Phase 2, Mr. Mufara will roll that out when he's ready. But we know a lot of things. We really do that will give you an idea of what's coming our way and what can come your way. And I'm not going to get in depth on that because it would take about 20 minutes. But there are things we know. We know about affiliates, about customers. We know about volume. We know about market. We know about growth and longevity. And all of those topics are about 20, 30 minutes apiece. Success is coming. And if you come in and engage, you're going to find that out very, very quickly. The last few speakers, we've talked about mindset, where you are, where you're going, and self-discipline and control. And those are really, really important. And I think what most people don't understand is self-control. It's something you control. You have control over that. And I listened to a gentleman the other day, and really, really good stuff he had to say. And he said, the way you are in the world is really up to you. And if you wake up in the morning and you're sad rather than enjoy, you're sad all day. If you wake up in the morning and you're grumpy, you're angry, you don't want to do anything positive, that's the way you're going to be. In other words, if you wake up and it's extremely negative and you look at and this is something we can all do. Go to the mirror, look at yourself. Just go to the mirror and look at yourself. What do you see? And it's just you guys. It's nobody else. It's just you. What do you see? Are you calling yourself a rotten, no good, whatever? Are you waking up? So I'm a pretty good guy. I love people around me. I love to communicate with them. Or are you waking up, looking in the mirror and go, I hate myself. I hate this world. You can produce, and Marty just said it, you can produce the person you want to be, but it really is up to you. It's up to your self-control. And I can tell you flat out, if I sit in front of you and I ask you who you are and you're honest with me, and you come back with something negative to me, I will turn that around in 5 minutes. And it's because I understand people. I understand what they've gone through. At one time, I was that individual that was extremely negative, not about anybody else, but about me. I wasn't a very, very good person when I was 30, and I knew that. But I grew out of that. And you really have to have the self-discipline to do those things. You can do that. And then what everybody else is saying here, guys, I can tell you flat out, success is coming, period. There's no doubt in my mind. I've been at this a long time. Success is coming. But you need to get into that area where you're joyful about what's going to be happening in your life. And by the way, you deserve that. You might not think much of yourself, but you deserve the joy that's coming very, very quickly. I don't know if that was on topic or not, Comfort. It's just something I thought about while everybody was talking. I can talk about the numbers some other day, and maybe I'll get on your program, Comfort, and we'll talk about what's coming. It's absolutely awesome. I mean, it really is. But for right now, it would just take too long for me to go over all those things that I want to go over. But hopefully that helped, guys. I don't know.
It does. It does. It does. Very reassuring, Mike. That's just all I wanted to hear because, like I said, every minute somebody is online, a new person is online searching for such an opportunity, and they don't know that we're sitting here talking about it. That's why I thought that you should go back there. It really does go a long way. So, Vincent, unfortunately, I have a choice here. So we're just discussing success. There's something you've not said for quite a long time, just to add to what others have said for the benefit of those joining us, especially online, who are looking for this opportunity and they meet us here right now. I know that you are good at explaining how scalable our business is and stuff like that. So if you can touch that to relate to today's discussion, I really appreciate it. Bear with me. Sometimes I can be really bad and very demanding.
Okay, thank you, Sister Comfort. Yeah, so Happy New Year to everyone here. So Happy New Year, also long life, also good health, and then blessing and more money for everyone. For this is my Happy New Year to everyone here. And then before to start, thanks also to all the speakers for the wonderful stuff that we're hearing today. Thank you very much again for all of them. And then the last thanks go to those who are listening to us or watching us from YouTube, wherever they are. Thank you for coming to this great webinar. So this is New Year 2025 is a great year. So this is a year that I know Mr. Ash is working tireless for us. He's doing a great work. So discussion about today business, because I know that most of some people, they don't up to now, some of us they don't get the passive business right now. So that's why it's bringing a lot of confusion. But if you understand the business, it's very important to understand, because it's working. Our CEO is dealing with IT company and also building software and then application, because some of them call application, some of them will call a software system. So it takes time to do all this. And then what he's doing is similar to what Oliver, Mark Ellis, and Marty, they all said, because being a successful business, if this business like our CEO is working on it, everything was perfectly very well, you don't need to do anything. When you are sleeping, you are making money. That's what people should understand. When you are sleeping, like you're on the bed, you are sleeping, you are dreaming, you are making money. You don't need to work. but you can spend the rest of your life working hard, even work on this when the business time, then you are getting money. Maybe your whole life that working, you can get that money. But that's why it's important to get into that business, switch off business, because the business working, you get money. So the business is working for you, even though not, you can be in holiday anywhere, seaside, you're enjoying the business is making money for you. So when you return back from your business, you see that there's a lot of money in your account. You don't need to worry about yourself. As for me, I'm not worried because I know the kind of business that our CEO is building for us will generate us a lot of money. So we don't need to worry. We're not worried. What we need to worry about is to stay focused and then also stay tuned and trying to understand what is going on. And then trying to understand also the back office exactly, oh yes, what is going on. For the rest, I'm not worried at all because I know that Mr. Ash is doing a great job for us. I wake up, I'm happy because I know he's doing the job. So that great job that you need also a lot of time to make it, because building this well, today system like AI, there's a lot of competition right now in the market. So if our CEO or maybe the team there, they are working, they don't take time to do it very well, there's a lot of competition. It's similar like when you go to the car market. There are so many great car, nice cars, they are all good. But you check which one do you think is good, comfortable, and nice, can take you or can last for maybe 10 good years. You don't have to change your car. That's why you think, and then you go for it. So this is the job that Mr. Ash is doing, because he's not going to make something that will go to the market and then 3 days or maybe a year later, people are fed up. They say, oh, this is not great. So he's doing something that it will be above the market value. So being above the market value, you don't need to worry. Whether is you will be in the market, you don't need to worry. In terms of finance, you don't need to worry. And in terms of business, you don't need to worry. Every aspect of our life, we don't need to worry. So you will do it for us, you build the business for us. So when even you are seaside, you are in your maybe, let's say, in your farm, everywhere you are, you make money, and then the business will produce money for you. So this is the meaning of on passive. So being in, you produce generation to generation. Even if today we know anymore, our children and grandchildren and children, they'll profit from that business. This is what the importance of having this great business and be in, because if you're not in, you miss a great part of your life. So this is what I would say about business today, because it got nothing to do with MLS system where you pay someone and then you bring you someone. It's different system. This system, you don't need to do anything, like Mr. Ash said. You don't need to do anything. Myself, I'm not worried. And then I know it's already done. So it's a matter of time. In very maybe few months time, or maybe some thing will come, and then we will see. So we don't have to worry too much. I know some people are worried. Mr. Ash is doing a great job for us. He's doing everything. So we don't have to worry. Let's live, enjoy our life, carry on doing what we have to do best. Mr. Ash is working tireless for us. When the time comes, we'll all be happy. You don't need to do anything. Even whatever you are, wherever you are, whatever you are going, you will meet that. So on passive is part of our DNA. We like or not, we'll meet it, and then it will be there. It will generate a lot of money for us. We don't need to worry. My advice today, we don't need to worry at all, because Mr. Ash is doing that, and then he's on the right way. He's doing the right job, because he need a lot of attention. He need a lot of time. We have also in our side to be patient. We have to come together and also behind him, pray for him, so that everything work very well, so that when the thing open, we'll be all happy, and then we don't need to do anything else. Only thing
Yes,
we'll
sir.
do is to travel across the world and visit maybe myself 54 states of Africa, and then visiting the rest of the world. So
Right.
this is what we will do. So it's great for, and then this year, 2025 will be a great year for all of us. So this is
Indeed. Thank you.
thank you,
Thank
Sister
you, Bro
Comfort.
Vincent. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah. So, who has not spoken? So we are gradually rounding up. So I'll start the roundup session with people who have not spoken yet. So I'll start from my brother. No, I'll go to Sister Julie first, and then before I go back to the brothers in the house. So
Thank you. Thank you, Comfort. Great presentation, everyone who has spoken. Thank you, Jean. And Happy New Year to everyone. I must say that this journey into contentment and managing yourself, tranquility, is an ongoing process of understanding, learning, and being resilient, and appreciating of everyone and everything that we have experienced on this journey. Our CEO is preparing for us to soar into higher heights. We are in a good place and we need to be focused on our journey. So let us learn to set aside the noises and everything else that is going on around us. We need to practice self-compassion, offer kindness to others, set self-realistic expectations, strive for personal growth, cultivate mindfulness, and accept others, not seeing eye to eye as to where we are on this vision and this journey. So let us invest our time into what motivates us, what would propel us forward, and seek balance in our life. Give time and energy to different areas of our lives, including work, rest, play, and relationships. Let us appreciate the simple things of life, especially what we have right now. Anxiety and stress are part of life, but let us not allow it to define our overall experiences on this journey. Focus on positive emotions, cultivate appreciation. It is truly a personal journey towards realizing that the most important thing for your happiness and my happiness is ease and how you perceive and react to the world around you. True happiness and contentment is not a goal, but a journey of a natural state of being. Thank you, Comfort. Back to you. And again, Happy New Year to each and every one.
thank you, sis. Thank you, and Happy New Year. So I'll also give my brother Keith a minute to say something. Welcome, brother Keith.
There we go. Let me say Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you, Comfort, for having me again. So many amazing things have been said so far. And as the topic says, managing yourself and calm, comfort, and tranquil. And at this point, I'm going to be short because I'm going to manage myself. You know, as I heard Marty say earlier, and I heard a little bit of Mike talk about some of those things that people face when they reach the online world and what can be done, what has been happening, and what is going to be changed because of Unpassive. And when I come on this platform, I always think about somebody else other than just a panel. I think we are well seasoned. We've heard a lot. We know a lot about the company, and we are preparing ourselves. But if you think about every one of us here right now, and those who are watching online, wherever you're watching from, we do things because of a need was fulfilled. The folks who are the most wealthiest in the world are the ones who solve problems. If you can solve massive problems, you will have massive results. And a big part of those results is going to be an income. So what this company have done under the leadership of Ashmore Forest, the brainchild, as Mike would say, is that we have solved a massive problem. So if you're new to this particular webinar right now, you can take comfort in knowing that if you've been online struggling and not sure where to go, a massive problem has been fixed. If you are looking to go online, you don't have to worry about shiny objects or things that you're going to waste your time with and your resources with, because a massive problem has been solved. And to wrap it up, all I ask you to do is give yourself enough time. Hold on to your purses and hold on to your wallets. Just give yourself a little time to take a peek over the wild side, as Marty would say, and see how beautiful this garden is and how it's going to help you and your family to acquire what you've dreamed of, what you've imagined. And so it's with that excitement that I talk about in passive, knowing that we have solved a massive problem. So when you hear Marty say 98% of people fail, it's the reason why. It's not an accident, it's data. So you can take heart that you have stumbled upon a movement, a company, a CEO, a community of people who are now enjoying the success because a massive problem has been fixed. I yield.
Powerful, powerful, powerful. Thank you. Thanks so much. So, Michael, Engineer Mike, you have your 1 minute.
Hey, Mama Kami. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you, my big brothers, for this first webinar opportunity again. I want to look at it this way, Mama Kami. When we talk about achieving contentment and tranquility in our life, it is essential let's understand the concept of self-management, which is contentment and tranquility. So we can definitely do this in like a step-to-step manner. You should know how to first understanding the contentment and the understanding what contentment and tranquility are, right? Which contentment refers to a state of satisfaction with what one has, while tranquility is associated with peace of mind and emotional stability. So both of them are very crucial for the overall well-being, recognizing that happiness can be like fleeting, whereas contentment is more enduring. So if you want to, this can help you to focus on a very long-term fulfillment rather than a temporal pleasures. So also we can do a self-reflection, right? To engage our reflection, which allows us to individually assess ourselves, right? In a way that you can determine if you are really satisfied with your life. Okay, then what aspects of my life or of your life brings you dissatisfaction, and also how do your daily actions align with the values and goals that you've set for yourself. Now, if you set realistic goals as well and all of that, then you should also be able to align yourself with positive thinkers. That's something that all of us have already said it all the time here. Because if we are in this family that we are now, it means all of us have the same thinking, all of us have the same goal, and all of us are looking we have our laser focus on the goal and mission and vision of our CEO, which brought us together, making this big family, Mama Comfort. So it is us, it's left to us all to cultivate all of these habits and get this self-reflection to really know if we are satisfied with our lives. And adding to all what everybody has said, if we just come together just keep supporting one another, we will see that positively we are going to a better place. We will be tranquil and we'll be laser focused on the vision and mission of our CEO. Thank you, Mama Komi. That's what I have to add today.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Mike. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So okay, my brother David is back. David, I really wanted you to just say a quick thing. Are you happy to say something?
Sure.
All
Yeah.
right. Come on, welcome. Happy New Year.
I mean, everybody's been saying all kinds of wonderful things. I just kind of have like three things on my mind right now. Like prepare yourself and, getting ready and stuff like that. In my little group of people that I talk to, one of our key phrases now is, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing to get ready? What are you doing to prepare for what's coming? I've got my different projects. I managed to, as far as what I'm doing, I managed to hook up with a fella over in Africa for my farming project, and he's got 4 farmers all lined up already. So we're trying to move forward with stuff like that. Another thing is now I'm having a brain fart. Is like with Ash. Ash is an amazing man. He's, probably the most loyal, hardworking, trustworthy, humanity loving people that have been walking on this earth since Jesus. And, he's working for us. He likes coming to spend time with us, but everybody's all up his butt. We all know he's working hard. He's working 24/7. He's got a big team. He wants to come relax and talk to us. I don't know. I think a lot of us should, respect that and let him just come out off time. Let's talk about other stuff other than the building, do some family building time kind of thing. I know we're all curious and stuff like that, but we also all know that when he's got something to say, he'll let us know. We don't have to keep trying to push it. That's got to be an extra stress he doesn't need. And my last thing I wanted to talk about was OnPassive. It's built for literally people like me. I'm a technosaur. I'm lucky I can turn on the computer. I lost control of it before when you were calling my name. I couldn't figure out what was going on with my computer. I still don't know what happened to it, but it's working again. But it's the company, like everybody knows, it's built with heart, for people, by people, to help raise up humanity. And it's going to be the most honest, clean money any of us have ever made. And it's built for everybody. I mean, if you're unemployable, like over the last year and change, my body's been quitting. I can't work anymore. So it's built for me. I'm a technosaur. I don't even know how to use technology, so it's going to help me do what I need to do. So yeah, it's built for me, but if you're unemployable for other reasons, you're disabled, you're just not good with working with people and you're unemployable and you can't make a living, it's going to help everybody. And once everybody gets into a position, I think, of comfort to where they know life is going to be secure, they'll relax and, maybe people will work out some of their own issues there. So it's just going to be such a wonderful evolution for the world. Plus with everybody that knowing that we're going to be doing so well, we're going to be able to fill our cups and still help everybody. The world is going to change. It's going to be wonderful. You'll be able to start leaving your door open again when you go on vacation for a couple of weeks because, everybody's going to be okay. Nobody's going to be needing to steal your stuff. But I just want to say thanks. I'm thankful to Ash. I'm thankful to his family. I'm thankful to the tech team. I'm thankful to all the founders accepting me as part of the family. I'm just grateful to be here. And that's about it.
Wow, thank you so much, David. Thanks for coming, and we really appreciate you. And again, remember, the world will know your name, David, unfortunately. Thank you. So guys, I would not bother us to go around the whole panel again. So I'll just give the chance to Jean, bro, Bob and Mike to make some closing remarks for us. So sis, if you're ready, you can start, please. Jean, any closing remarks from you?
Yes, your voice was so soft. I didn't quite hear you. Yeah, I just wanted to bounce off of what Dave just said. What a great feeling to know that we're involved in something that is going to be for everyone. Just like he said, people that might be stuck at home or have some kind of physical reason for not having a regular job, or just any, I mean, just there's just hundreds of different reasons why people aren't having what a regular type of job. And this way they can, anybody that has access to the internet and gets a laptop or access to a computer.
Is it me or Jean?
Thing is, Jean, she's frozen here for me.
All right. Okay. I thought it was on my end. All right. So, Brother Bob, you just take from there. If she comes back, then she can still continue to finish her sentence. So you can
Yes,
go on,
sister.
Brother Bob. Yeah.
Absolutely. So yes, thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming. This first day of 2025, it's good to see everyone. Yes, so as we close, today we talked about manage ourselves. As we come close to achieving the purpose or why we've all been here all throughout the past few years. Let us just stay focused on our founder, Mr. Ash. If you were to ask my opinion, let's just stay connected, do what we've been doing throughout the year. Visit our back office information page any moment, 2-3 times a day. Our founder, Mr. Ash, might throw something out there for us at any moment, so I'll stay close to it. I think we should be contented and have some tranquility because of him, our founder, Mr. Ash. What he has done is he has cloned himself. He's an expert in the industry. He has cloned himself. He has created a system as if it were him, and then passing it on to all of us. So that should give us some contentment and tranquility for what is coming. It's really great. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks so much, bro. So if Jean's not back, I give Frank Ellis the honor to say the last word, closing remark. Mike?
Yeah, thanks, Comfort. For new people that are here and listening to all the people on this panel, it really can be overpowering. There's just so much really great information, and everybody here is on fire, and you can listen to everything, and it's just overwhelming. It just really is. And my advice is to stay plugged in. When we talk about the journey, we talk about as if we've come a long way in the journey, and we really haven't. The journey is just starting. You haven't missed anything. You haven't missed the boat. You haven't missed the train. It is here for you, and it's up to you to come in and understand what's going on. And when that happens, and I've seen this dozens and dozens and dozens of times, when the light goes off in your head, all of a sudden you go, well, he was thinking about me when he built this. And I'm talking about Mr. Mufara. So continue to engage, continue to listen, people. Don't get overwhelmed here. We'll have another webinar, and you'll be able to come on and get more knowledge, more familiarity with what we're doing. And from there, I know, because I've seen this over and over again, you won't be disappointed. Come on in, engage, and get ready. The train is coming, and you haven't missed anything yet. That's a really, really cool place to be. Comfort, back to you.
Thank you. Thanks, Mike. So, Jean, welcome back. Did you still want to complete your sentence, or
No, I just was, just saying how happy I am to be a part of something that's going to help everyone. That's it in a nutshell. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, especially those who are watching us on YouTube. And of course, those who joined us here on the panel. We appreciate you all. It's been a wonderful, great start of the year 2025. Many things on the way. And guys, watch out for a few discussions during the week. And let's keep this going. It's all fine. It's all good news. And we are just at the best place at the best time in our lives. Thank you and see you soon. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Awesome job, Comfort, as usual.
Thank you,
Thank
Mike.
you,
Thanks for
Comfort.
joining.
Okay, everybody.
Well
Happy New
done,
Year.